Hello, everyone. So tonight I am going to train on recruiting. So a lot of times people say, "Oh, I just want to join to get the discount." And that's great. I mean, you can do that. You can also some people say that they want to go fast and furious and recruit a bunch of people, and that's fine. You can do that. Some people say that they just, oh, they'll share it here and there, and if people sign up, that's fine. If people don't, that's fine too. You can do that. So that's the cool thing, is you can do whatever you want in this business. You can go as fast or as slow or whatever you want. It's totally up to you. But the thing is, recruiting is really important. Like, one of the things I want to remind you of is just dream a little bigger than what you have been, right? Because a lot of people also don't realize, like, exactly what all they could get. Like, some people are like, oh, I just want to make $50 a month. And that's totally okay. You can do that. But some people, even those same people, if they had the opportunity to make 5,000 a month, they probably wouldn't turn it away, right? So just like think about that. Just think about like the difference of what could be, right? So it's always good to dream. It's always good to, attract a bigger abundance in your life. And that could be, it doesn't have to be money. It could be financial, it could be freedom, like time freedom. Like, you have more time to do other things because you have the money to pay for a maid, you have the money to pay for a cook, you have the money to put your kids in private school so you don't have to take them to and from the farther school every day or worry about them on the bus, right? So there's all different things that could be your dream of what you want to get to. So just think and dream a little bigger and a little differently on maybe what you've already thought of. And so I'll tell you a little story, a little background. So I started in direct sales when I was 22. So that is over 30 years ago, almost 35 years. And so back then, that was it. I wanted to make an extra $100 a month. We were doing okay. I had my web and graphics and branding and marketing company. And plus, I ran a daycare in my home. I kept my own kids, and my husband had a good job and good money. And so I just wanted to make an extra $100 a month. So that way, like, if I bought his Christmas present or birthday present, I didn't have to buy it with his money, right? And so that's how I started out. And the same thing, I didn't have all the dreams that I do now because I didn't have it in me. I didn't know what was possible, right? And so I started out in Tupperware at 22 and had my whole kitchen was Tupperized, and got the van, and so I was able to accomplish some different things. But I also thought I didn't have time to add anything into my life. Like, I didn't have time to manage a team. I didn't have time to talk to other people. And, I was already running my daycare and my children and my husband and my household. I didn't have time to run something else. But I just recruited different people here and there, just a little bit here and there. And that added up. And fast forward, I've been in a few different companies now. I've personally recruited in all my companies over 5,000 reps into the different companies. 2 companies ago was the first company that I was in that I hit 5 figures a month, and I made it to like middle to high 5 figures a month. And then in my last company, I was also at that 5 figures a month. And now in this company, I'm close to the 5 figures a month and have recruited over 50 in my team personally so far. So, and I just started 7 months ago. So, if you keep on, the thing is, if you keep being consistent about it, the same thing, whether you go fast or whether you go slow, right? The turtle still won the race, even though he went slow, right? But he was consistently walking. Where the rabbit, like, he sped up and then he stopped. And then he sped up and then he stopped. And then he sped up and then he stopped. And just think about that. Think about, like, with a train, right? A train goes fast, 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 fast. And then once it stops, it takes a while to get that momentum back going, right? So you have to think about that. If you get that momentum up, you want to keep going. You want to keep going. You want to be consistent about it. And the biggest thing too is, one thing that I always say is, fit it into your life, right? Like, you don't have to find other things to do, to where if you're already busy, to fit it in. Like, I used to do a bunch of networking meetings. Now I watch a grandbaby 4 days a week. But guess what? I message people, I talk to people, and I even meet people in person. I have them come to close to me, where I watch my grandbaby, and we go to a little First Watch that's close down the road. And I just tell them, as long as you don't mind a little 17-month-old handsome date with us, we can have lunch together or brunch. And so you can still fit it in however you want to fit it in. But, like, our group, has only been in the company not even a year yet, and yet we are one of the top teams in the company. We have some of the fastest promotions on our team. Some of the people on our team are promoting faster than anybody else in the company. So it's just been great. So write down, like, all the things that you want to do, and then also keep track of, like, what the things that the company has done for you. Like, everything, keep track, write it down. Like, even things that aren't monetary, like, did you join the company and did you meet a new friend? Write that down, right? Because that's huge. I've got friends from all the different companies that I've been in, and have become some of my really good friends. Have you gotten more confident in the company? Because the more people you talk to, the more confident you're going to get. Have you found a product that changed your life? If it's changed your life, if it's helped you, then that's one thing that is great. Write that down. Have you gotten some commissions and paid off some debt, or bought some things that you couldn't have bought before because you got the money from the company, right? Write that down. Has the company ever sent you a card for getting recognized? Write that down. So I love getting cards, and the company has sent me a card each time I got promoted. Even got brownies the last time I got promoted. So, even though I didn't get to see them because my husband ate them, he gave me the card, but he left me the packaging so I could look at it. But, write down the things that the company has done for you. Did that card or that award make you feel good? Did it make you feel recognized? Have you gone to any events or gone to any of the trainings in your company where you learned things and it made you more knowledgeable? It made you better in your business and also even in your personal life. Like, a lot of the trainings that I do, I try to do a mixture of trainings for our company, trainings for our team, but also trainings for in our personal life, because I believe the better you get in your personal life, the better you will be in your business life. So start making a list of all the things that you can be grateful and thankful for from this company, because when the hard times come, and they will, no matter what, they will, be sure of it. So when they come, you can remember your why that you started. You can be strong in your foundation, those grateful and thankful things that you write down, of even the littlest things, is going to help you build your foundation so you are strong and stable when something does go wrong, whether it's in the company, in your team, whatever. And you're going to be able to keep working, and you're going to be able to not get distracted. And you will forget if you don't write it down. I promise you will forget no matter what if you don't write it down. That is one thing, like in our company, we have so many people that get pain fixed, right? And they don't write it down and they forget. And then they quit buying their patches because they don't have pain anymore, which that's good. That's great. But then sometimes they run out. I hear this all the time. They run out and then their pain or whatever symptoms come back because they ran out, because they were thinking that they didn't have it anymore, or that they didn't need it anymore, or even that it wasn't working anymore, right? And so stay on them, of course, because it does help, but write the things down so you remember. Sometimes also, another thing to recruit people and have a team and build a business is sometimes you just want something just for you, right? So I know, like, busy mom, a busy wife, sometimes you want something just for you. Like, I remember, when my kid's dad passed away in 2013, and I remember thinking, I've always been, Brian's wife, Laurel's mom, McLean's mom, Corinne's mom, Mason's mom. Like, I started thinking, like, who am I? Like, really? Like, and I had a very large, thriving business. I was busy all the time. I was traveling and speaking at different events 4 or 5 times a month, every single month. But I still started wondering, who am I? Right. And so maybe you just want something that's like just for you. And then also, like, do you like nicer things? Like, I mean, you don't have to have nice things, right? I mean, you can have decent things and be happy with it. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be, but like sometimes you might want something nicer. Wouldn't it be nice if your business just paid for it? Or, do you want to personally develop? Like, the same thing, these, recruiting other people, as well as, these trainings, they will help you personally develop in your personal life as well as your business life. And then do you want to leave a legacy when you're gone? Like, once you're gone, and, what are people going to say about you? Are people going to remember you? Do you have children that you want to leave, your financial legacy to? Or even just, like, I do these trainings and, I put them in different places. They're recorded online. My grandbaby will grow up and he could watch it one day if he wanted to, right? So I think those are some neat things, but like, think of different things of what you want to leave for one day when you're gone. And then also, do you want to make a difference in your life? And do you want to make a difference in other people's lives? Like, that's huge. Like, even if you're not worried about making a difference in your life, like, could you make a difference in other people's lives? How cool would that be if you have someone in your life that you can really help them and really make a difference in their life? Whether it's feeling better or whether it's financial, there's so many different aspects. And then the last thing really quickly is, when you are recruiting, ask people questions. Like, ask people, what can I answer for you? Right? We have lots and lots of benefits and things for that you could tell people about our company. But the thing is, you need to find out what they want, right? So they usually have researched something before they ask you a question anyway. So ask them, what questions can I answer for you? And then answer their questions, because that's what's important to them. So if you answer them, you should tell them your story, right? Your story is important. And like they say, facts tell, stories sell, right? So don't give them lots of endless facts that they didn't ask for, right? Tell them your story and then answer them what is important to them, because different people want different things. Some people are going to ask you a million things about the comp plan. So send them the comp plan link, right? Or once they signed up, you can show them how to find it in their back office. But most people aren't that detailed. So don't send them that, right? We have the little compensation plan at a glance. Send them that, because that's simple and that's easy. They don't need all the other details unless they want them. If they want them, then show them where to find it. But find out, match their personality, like figure out their personality and ask them what they want. Kind of like, think about that, love people in their language, right? So the 5 love languages or whatever, you have that test. You should have your spouse take the test. You should take the test if you never have. You should have your kids take the test. But talk to people in their language, like ask them questions so that way you can figure out what they want, what's important to them, and then talk to them in their language. And then just one more thing, the last thing is and you never know who you're talking to, so don't prejudge, right? So someone might have lots of money and you might think, oh, I'm not going to talk to them. Well, they're a successful doctor. I'm not going to talk to them. A successful doctor might be looking for a way to not have to work 5, 6, 7 days a week at his doctor business, right? Might want to step back a little bit, but still live in his lifestyle, So never prejudge somebody, or somebody doesn't have enough money. You never know. They might find a way, right? People always find a way to buy what they want to buy. So always, don't prejudge, talk to everybody, let them decide. So that's all for our training tonight. So I'm going to stop the recording and then open it up for our live Q&A.